All right, so the dollar got smashed today. That's the key. Gold, silver up. Silver outperformed gold. I've obviously lightened my load. I want things to go down. They're still strong. I'm still not fully convinced, but I need to respect the charts. Now, I always start with the dollar, but here you really have to. This is some telling stuff. DXY closes, I mean, it's first of all, it's below the last low, right? 100.8-ish. Obviously, the low we've got here is the last line in the sand. Before it was 100.8. But if we're really precise, it looks like we have to be, just to give the benefit of the doubt, it's this 100.6 something. It doesn't matter. We closed at that area, lower than it was back there. Come Monday, we could flush down to below 100. That is obviously a big psychological number. Now the real support is just below 100. It's 99.6. The DXY is composed of different currencies, but I think the most important one really, normally it's the euro, but because of what happened in the yen carry trade, I think this is very important. US dollar, Japanese yen. And I did say that we might, you know, bounce and then retest. And if we flush this, then watch out. Maybe watch out the markets. Now, here it was the yen carry trade. This time it's not the case. Is it really over? Probably not. Now, if we start going down, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever, it could just be Monday. It could be, Sunday night. Asia opens and the DXY just starts to flush. Goes down here, probably bounces, and then holds until the American markets open. But that's something that needs to be considered, the effect on the markets with the dollar going down. Now for commodities, we love that. I'm just gonna jump to commodities. I'm gonna do my portfolio update, tomorrow or Sunday. But I just wanted to focus on the dollar and the US dollar, Japanese yen. But let's just take a look immediately. Forget bonds, forget everything. Gold had a good day, up 1.2%. Obviously, Powell was pretty much admitting that they're going to cut rates, but we knew that already. So I'm a bit surprised that we had such a strong rally across the board. And again, gold, miners, markets, all completely correlated. It's good and bad. It depends which way you're trading it. But gold strong, very strong close. Is it the best close? I know this close was better, but that candle is pretty weak given how much it closed off its high. So I'd say this closes, but this is the best candle we've had in history. Now, support was prior resistance, which was 2480. We held that perfectly. We closed on that area on Thursday, and then, so far so good. And on the weekly candle, by the way, just looks absolutely, it could be better. It could close a higher day, but it's good. The daily is always better than the weekly. Silver, well, silver's underperformed, but today, nice, massive candle, 3% closed higher than everything else. This simply to me suggests if we rally, and we probably will. Imagine the dollar starts to flush Monday night. Well, gold likes that, so gold will start to break out the new highs. So silver will probably start going up here. Another 3-4% move. Like gold is breaking out new record highs. Silver needs to catch up. It already started today, Friday, and I can see this resistance to descending, right? I've already mentioned this one. Silver has a lot of resistance. This is probably the biggest one. I don't know, it's between 29.30 and this one here, but it should go all the way up to here. That's a big move. That's good gains in silver miners because they need to catch up. Let's check out silver miners real quick. Just all miners, decent, not at the highs, but imagine gold and silver start to run Monday and hold their run by the time the markets open. You could easily be testing this area across the board, 3%. I mean, if silver's going to do 3%, the miners will definitely do 3%. SilJ here, you can really see how the silver miners or just silver overall has lagged. We're still 7-8% off the highs. I mean, if it goes there, my portfolio is at new all-time highs, and that's after having light holdings for several days. So maybe I've just traded it well, but shouldn't be that close to new record highs with quite a few silver stocks I'm holding. But it's probably because of this. I've got quite a good amount of seniors. GDX obviously still outperforming. Obviously, if gold and silver start to run straight away new highs, just as it's been doing. So GDX is still outperforming, but the potential for silver to finally catch up on Monday. However, this dollar Japanese yen move that could happen. Although it could lead to gold going up and therefore maybe the miners going up. What if it leads to a market dump? What if it leads to a market crash because of the yen carry trade psychology? Then do stocks go down? And by the way, the best case scenario is priced in for the Fed. You know, we've still got elections coming up real soon, wars going on in the background at all times, debt, interest rates are still very high, banking system is very, very fragile, I think, still. So we've got all those negative things we've been talking about for years, months, and all that. That's still lingering in the background. And okay, what happens when the Fed starts to cut? Well, it's sell the news, right? I mean, buy the rumors, sell the facts. So the rumor's been bought. We're all the way up, even after the yen carry trade. They said they're going to do it. Everyone knows they're going to do it. 100% priced in. They're going to do it. And not too long from now, then the market probably dumps. It's a healthy retracement. Does that coincide with the DXY flush and the yen carry trade psychology flush? I don't know. I'm not going to go through the whole portfolio because I want to do that tomorrow. But you can imagine, you know, the seniors, nice and strong, nice and strong. And then you got the silver stocks holding off here. Pan America, this resistance is still the case. We turn another senior very strong. I'm not going to do it. I want to do a proper portfolio. By the way, Goldfield got absolutely smashed today. It didn't close at its low of day, but that's a stock that's worth looking at maybe if we have another crash and it starts to outperform others. If we start to crash, that's a good bounce trade maybe. You know, I'm gonna do a proper portfolio update, but just my little 3 cents there on the DXY and the US dollar Japanese yen and how, you know, how's helping gold and silver, of course, dollar down, gold up, but how maybe it hits the markets and then it could hit the miners. Does that indicate gold outperforming the miners because the miners will get smashed and it could be a fair trade? I don't know, something to consider whilst you sleep. But I will do a nice portfolio update tomorrow when I can spend all the time in the world dissecting, you know, each stock with great detail, support, resistance, including the others, not just the ones I hold. So anyway, that'll do. That was a decent week. I'm still quite happy holding what I've got, a light load, because I'm still not fully convinced, even though some very nice candles, gold, silver, dollar. There's something about it. I just prefer holding a lighter load, which I still do. All right, I'll see you in the next video 1 or 2 days from now.